Hello, warriors. It's me, Linda B, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to show you all just how angry the citizens in Chicago are about this illegal migrant crisis that they're facing right now. They are giving the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, the business. But before we get into that, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That's very important. Watch the video all the way to the end. Really helps my channel grow. Also, remember that I am on my way to 20,000 subscribers by the end of April. I am over 16,000 right now. You all have been such a blessing to me. I want you to know that I really, really appreciate it. Also, I want to make sure that you are aware that I do live streaming on Wednesdays, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Now, without further ado, let's get into it.
Is limited to 3 minutes. Speakers cannot yield or transfer their time to another speaker. Any written comments that have been submitted will be posted and made available for automatic review. The first speaker today is Cassia Jones.
Please, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm a constituent of the Gage Park neighborhood. Since June, you decided to turn our park into a shelter. Our community is running lawless with illegal Venezuelans taking over our streets. We feel like prisoners in our own homes. As a taxpayer, we can't even enjoy our own park anymore. We are unable to take walks. Our amazing programs have been removed, especially for the disabled children that live near this park. We worked hard to improve our park, our neighborhood, but because of your irresponsible move, this is not impossible. Their illegal cars are parking on the residents' permit street. They are selling food without permit, causing traffic, yet no police reinforcement to help us. Guys are standing on the side of the building, doing God knows what, riding their bicycles around the neighborhood and looking to break into our houses, garages, and cars. Smoking weed and drinking in the park in broad daylight. You guys threw us to the wolves, and now we have to deal with the trouble you brought to our neighborhood. Unlike the illegals, as a legal immigrant myself, I know what I had to do to enter your country. I was required to do a background check, vaccinations, pay an expensive fee, bring a work letter from my previous job. Shall I go on? Some might be good, but the others are here to cause trouble. For example, my neighbors had their car broken into, packages stolen from their front yards, and someone pee on my property. Yes. I'm requesting Alderman Vasquez, Mayor Johnson, and those who made this decision to walk our neighborhood and see what's happening there. You want to look good by helping them, yet we taxpayers are left behind. We are now being put in harm's way because of the crimes they commit in our neighborhood. Your no-consequence policy tells them it's okay to commit these damn crimes. Now, what about the citizen and the legal immigrants who came before them? We're still waiting years for our own families to enter this country legally. It is frustrating to see our voice censored and feeling hopeless. Finally, we know the illegals are returning in the middle of the night, parking our residential permit area, acting if the shelter is a bed and breakfast. They need to leave now. We want our park back, and we demand that. It's not fair. You guys putting us in jeopardy. Kids cannot go outside. 2 weeks ago, someone was peeing in my yard. A lady grabbed a branch of a tree and took my package from Amazon. They are break to cars. 6:53 a.m. I have videos to prove. Break into cars, and we cannot do nothing about it. Cops come, they see, and they go away. Selling food all the time.
All right now, sister. She's an immigrant herself. You know, this is what you get when you vote Democrat. I know some of y'all get tired of me saying that. Well, Republicans aren't any better. True Republicans are, not the rhinos that are infiltrating the Republican Party. Rhino means just Republican in name only. But that woman said she's an immigrant herself, a legal immigrant. She had to go through background checks, vaccinations, and pay an expensive fee. That is what she just said. And you hear the people clapping in the background supporting her. And Brandon Johnson, I'm sorry, he just looked like he just a deer in headlights to me. And he just looked like he is a paid puppet. That is what Democrats do. I don't know how many times I'm going to keep saying it till the cows come home. And I know it may offend some Black people's feelings, but Black Democrat politicians, not Black Democrats, Black Democrat politicians are paid by the evil system to get Black people to vote Democrat, and then they intentionally don't do anything. He's getting paid not to do anything. Laura Lightfoot, the mayor before him, this is in Chicago. Brandon Johnson is being paid not to do anything. And that is not just in Chicago. It is everywhere where you have a Black Democrat politician over a predominantly Black voter base. Period. You see the same thing over and over again. Their pockets get lined. They're paid puppets. Their pockets get lined to hurt the rest of their own community. Until we wake up and understand how this thing has been working for the past 60 something years, we will continue to go through this hell in our cities. That woman is a legal immigrant, and you and the legal people, she's doing it the right way. She's hardworking. I can tell. She has pride in her property. They're using the bathroom in her yard, breaking into vehicles, partying, smoking, yelling, screaming, doing all this kind of stuff. And they have the audacity to sit up there and lie on the internet saying, not illegal, they say most immigrants commit less crime than natural born citizens. Well, you wouldn't know it based on these hearings. You would not know that. So you all give me your comments on all of this. I get fired up. She is a tax-paying, law-abiding, legal citizen. And she has had it. She has had it. And look at Brandon Johnson standing up there like, oh no.
Thank you very much for your comments. Our next speaker is Michael Young Bay.
Oh, wow. Honest.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning. I'm more so in celebration mode. See, I came down here for homelessness, and try to get housing, rental assistance, etc. And it seemed like y'all playing a political game with my family, and I'm a straight shooter. So you just got, I can withstand the truth. So I can understand somebody say, no, we ain't giving y'all nothing. I can respect that. Just tell me just like that. I ain't helping you get nothing. But y'all giving these migrants something. They keep on coming down here, the people pressing, hey, this what's going on in our neighborhood. This what's going on in our neighborhood. And then the news don't even show what needs to be shown. That's right, fake news. That's why you got more real news right here. You see, because I've been doing investigations, because when them migrants first came to the 49th Ward, I gave them clothes. I gave them coats. You see, so I know what's going on. And I kept saying that for the longest. Well, I know you people don't know what's going on to the extent with this migrant and this immigration stuff. Because if y'all so much saying that Texas doing this and Texas doing that, why everybody college parked outside them shelters that's employees, their license plates have Texas on there? Give me that job, man. I do security. Why you giving this to somebody from Texas? You see, that's what's going on. Don't help me come out here. I told y'all, I had to let go last time because it's stuff involving my child. So me as a father, and I know that these places are against fathers. They're against husbands. I'm a married man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing up for men. I'm standing up for these homeless shelters that y'all got our people in that got mold, that got rats, that got roaches, bed bugs, etc. And y'all putting them in nice hotels. What's going on with that? How's our people? Y'all that bring Chicago home needed to fail. And I push for it to fail. Because if you want to bring the citizens of Chicago home, them people that's already in shelters, especially our veterans, they died for us. They died for us, especially our veterans. Put them in CHA property. House them. You ain't got to spend no dime as much as the millions and billions that have been spent for these immigrants here, these migrants here, these asylum seekers here, which ultimately are illegal here. And there's people here that been going on the radar. They can't get a green card or work permit, and they've been here 20, 30 years. Seniors panhandling on the street because they can't get nothing. I'm for the people. And I ain't coming.
Thank you.
Ooh, he got fired up. Ooh, I felt that, y'all. I felt it. See, y'all, these people are there. The citizens, the legal citizens of Chicago are not being done fairly. They are not. And it's not just Chicago, it's New York, it's other places too. Other places as well. Whew, he is mad. He was fired up. I felt it. And you know, this is so not right. I mean, they're putting these people up, these illegal people now. They want to say people who are conservative or, you know, they want to say this about Donald Trump, that he is anti-migrant. No, we are anti-illegal immigration. I'm putting emphasis on the word illegal. They need to go through a process. They need to be vetted. Everybody else get vetted. When we go for a job, we have to be vetted. Most jobs have a background check. We need to know who you are. I'm just going to be honest. We have enough homegrown problems in America. We don't need to add anything else to it. That's what we don't need to do. We need to make sure that these people coming across the border are who they say they are. We need to make sure they're not doing illegal things as best we can. As best we can. You got legal citizens. They're not happy about these illegal citizens. They know what they had to go through to get here. Like, why did I have to go through all that and you let them over here? And you heard the man, he was passionate. I felt his pain. He said he's a father in homeless shelter where there's bugs and rats and roaches and everything. And the illegals get the nice hotel. What about those who fought for the country? Why aren't they put up in a nice hotel? This is a bunch of mess, and it's Democrat stuff. And we want to keep voting for them because Trump has mean tweets or he's a little rough around the edges. Well, he wasn't doing anything like this, we wouldn't be suffering with this. All these drugs and everything coming across the border. Are we going to pretend like just someone being a little rough around the edges is really hurting us? Honey, I can ignore the little rough around the edges, but this right here, people cannot ignore. And Brandon Johnson, I'm going to say it again, looks like a deer in headlights. He's standing there like, I don't know what's going on. What am I supposed to do? They paying me not to do anything. We know you a puppet. We know you a black mascot. We understand your pockets are full, but everybody else around you is suffering. Okay. I don't know how many times I just want to shake people sometimes, like get it through your thick skull.
Our next speaker is Mrs. Lawrence.
Does it prosper a man or profits a man to gain the world and lose his soul? We're going to start off with scripture because Mr. Johnson, you love quoting and thumping scriptures up there. And this is something I think is special for you. So I thought I would state that to you. We're going to talk about this executive order of yours that comes from 2023-16, where I'm not going to read it all because I don't have the time. But one thing I want to point out is how you made it clear that you're going to stick these people in our neighborhoods and that we have to just accept it. That's absolutely not, because we've talked about this since last year, when most of you older people who did not stand up with us and reject the sanctuary city. Now, I got a problem with that. And I spoke that on December 14th. So I think we need to cut down the staff of the older people here. How about that? because you all are not all representing us. How about those who stood up and represented us? Then you stay in your offices. But the rest of you, goodbye. Because that's how we're going to see it when it's time to vote. That's where we're going with that.
All right.
Home Illinois 2021, that's when it came out, and Bring Chicago Home. Robbery. They both are for homeless causes that you all claimed they're for. You and Prisker need to sync up because both of you all are trying to pull the same number, which you claim is homeless. And I think you might recall that I said, I'm out here helping the homeless. I got a recording from a homeless that also said, y'all just don't care. You just don't care. There, hearing it straight from the homeless. Now, WOTC, Work Opportunity Tax Credit, 400 plus businesses. Hyatt, which is Prisker's company, all are hiring refugees and kicking all of y'all out. Now, how about that for news that's not being broadcast? See, I do my digging, I do my research, and all of you all will know when I step up here to this mic, I bring the facts. I don't bring no opinions. So you all need to be careful of how you think you're treating us because we coming for this. We bringing our city back. We removing all these illegals that's breaking our rules and laws, and we're fed up. So it needs to stop. Get your police out there and stop them breaking these laws. I got a lot more to say, but since my time is up, I think I picked on the most important, essential matter. Get it cleaned up.
Thank you.
Woo. She said, get it cleaned up. Get it cleaned up. I hear you, sister. I hear you. Can you imagine people working in a hotel who are legal, who are natural born citizens, legal citizens, being kicked out for the illegals to work there and being placed in the nice hotels? And these people are committing crimes and nothing's being done. And the people who are citizens are suffering. That's a hot mess. There is no other way to put it. Our country is being destroyed from the inside out on purpose. And this comes to what she said. She want those illegals out. Which presidential candidate said he had the largest deportation ever in American history? Yes, you know it's Donald John Trump, former president. Yes, that's right. Number 45, about to be number 47. Yes, he said that. So if you want things to be a certain way, you got to vote a certain way. And if they would just leave the man alone, he could do his job. But the deep state upset because they know he gonna clean house. And their tail's gonna have to go. Yes, all kind of stuff. Military complex, all that spending, profiting off of things going on overseas. Yes, that's right. People are fed up. People are seeing the light. And I just hope, because see, they voted Brandon Johnson after having a horrible mayor in Lori Lightfoot. She was horrible. He's probably even worse than her. How could you get any worse than Lori Lightfoot? Well, here you go. Here go Brandon Johnson. He's just worse. And he just looked like he really just don't know what's going on. He is a paid puppet. These puppets, these black puppets. Woof. The Democrats really know how to really hoodwink black people in America. Put up a black representative and the black people vote. Some of them, some of us, not me, but some of us based on skin color and party. Oh, just vote blue no matter who. Well, that's just about the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Really? You just gonna keep hurting yourself? Well, the citizens in Chicago have had it. It's not like these people are heartless. They're helping the homeless. Some of them are helping them, but they're just like, some of them are legal migrants who had to go through the process. And then you have natural born citizens. They don't want this crime and the mess in their neighborhood, cars being broken into. And then they see how the veterans who fought for this country are being treated, or people who are born and raised here paying taxes are being treated compared to the migrants, the illegal migrants, mind you. Give me your thoughts on this. This is horrible, and people need to vote differently. Chicago, are you listening? Anybody from Chicago, give me your comments. Give me what you've experienced, what you've seen. Anyone in another city, not just Chicago, who's seeing some of the same stuff. Give me your comments. Let's really engage in the comment section. Well, that's it for today's video. You all be blessed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notifications. Don't forget, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing live streaming. Want to see you all there. Until next time, march on, warriors.